All right.
Yeah, we're back, man.
Spiderhead and Groby, you're listening to the Inebriation podcast, and we're on the road today.
Yeah, we're in Montclair, New Jersey.
We have a great interview coming up with Leo and Denise, the couple that own Montclair Brewery.
Yeah, Montclair Brewery.
We discuss a lot of great beers. We're sitting here. We're waiting for our flights to come out. And we're gonna sample some of these beers and tell you what we're drinking.
Normally we get pints, but this place has far too many good beers.
Yeah.
That you can't get a pint. You need a flight because you got to try a bunch.
Yeah, there's some real unique stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are really thinking outside of the box, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's I mean, you'll hear the interview, but there's fruits that are unique to Africa, and they're making beer with dates and tamarind and
sorghum.
Yeah, coconut. You know, all just really, really, really killing it.
Yes.
And not afraid to take risks, man.
No, they are not. No.
And they want to put out unique beers, man.
Yeah.
And we're gonna knock some back, take some home with us.
Yeah, I mean, you look at their beer list, and they have everything from that you would consider like a regular oatmeal stout to sours,
IPAs,
IPAs,
a pilsner even.
A pilsner, wheat beers, farmhouse ales, porters. They have everything. They have a smoked beer. They have a lot of stuff, man. So this is a really good place to come and check out. So we're gonna have to hit these people up. And our flights are coming now, so that's cool.
Yeah. And they're numbered, so we know what we're drinking.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wait for Tom's to arrive, and we'll tell you what's going on.
I keep looking at this mango fire ale, man.
let me see the list. I'll tell everybody what's in front of me now. So right now I've got I have the Motherland Sorghum, which is a gluten-free traditional African beer made with sorghum. I can't wait to get into that. I can see it. It's hazy.
Yeah, it is hazy. It's got a very nice head on it.
Exactly what I've read up on. It looks exactly like it's supposed to look. Can't wait to try it. I also have an M-Peach jerk ale.
Yeah, I can't wait to try that one.
It's got what? Scotch bonnets in it.
Peach ale with Scotch bonnets, man.
and then I have the Baobab Fruit. I can't even say the name.
Baoberry?
Yeah, Baoberry.
I think that's how you say it.
And it's a golden ale, 7.3%. The first two are low ABV, low gravity beers. The Motherland and the M-Peach jerk ale. Motherland is 4.2%. You could just knock those back. The M-Peach is 5.3. But this Baoberry is 7.8. So we're starting to get into it now. And then
Ladderhead's climbing the ladder.
And then we go to the Muller Report Whiskey Barrel Aged Smoke Beer.
All right.
Which
this smoke beer, that's kind of like a Rout beer, isn't it?
Yeah. And then it's this beer was aged for the exact amount of days that the Mueller investigation took. So, and he said it's Leo tells me it's outstanding, and I can't wait. I'm gonna get it down and see what happens, man.
You see, you told the story of Crazy Willie, how he never even tries his beers.
Right.
And now you got Leo, and he's...
Oh, yeah. He's not putting anything out there.
He's not putting anything out there that he ain't drinking.
And he's really particular about what goes into his beer, too.
Yes, he is.
There's no shortcuts being taken here. When he tells you that there's tamarind in the beer, there's tamarind in the beer.
In it, yeah.
The Baobab, however, I still can't say it right. That's real
It's not an extract. It's not a powder.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think it is a powder. I think that's how it comes.
Oh, okay.
But he's not cutting any corners. He says he wants to put ingredients into his beers that you're not only going to get, flavor and alcohol.
You're going to get nutrients.
You're going to get vitamins. You're going to get, you're going to get something that's good for you.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, man. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. I wish there were more breweries that would do things like that.
Yeah.
But this is a great, great family-owned, married couple, in this together. They're really big into the community.
Yes.
And being involved in the community, and they're really focusing on keeping their beers local.
Yeah. They don't. They're keeping it here.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys, if you're ever in the area, man, you should really, really, really check this place out.
Yeah.
So Tom's flight is arriving.
Oh, okay.
And I'll give the beer list back to Tom, and he can tell you exactly what he's got there.
Okay.
Just like I did.
All right. I'm going to start out with an oatmeal stout called Not Your Grandma's Fruitcake Stout.
Nice.
Chocolate, oatmeal stout. It's got blackberry jam in it. And, it's for a stout. It's not high gravity. It's 5.2. So, that's what I'm going to be drinking. That'll be first. And then I got a Lackawanna ale. It's a sour golden ale. It's named after the famous trail, the train line that used to go through New Jersey to Lackawanna Railroad. And what else am I drinking? I'm drinking a Baobab, like Splatterhead is. I'm really interested in trying this because, I believe I had this fruit once.
Yeah.
I know I've seen pictures of it, whatever. So that's going to be cool. And I got an Peach jerk ale.
Had to.
Because I'm a jerk and I really love like Jamaican stuff. So
yeah.
So you're gonna make a jerk seasoned beer. I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, we're gonna dig into these, man.
Yeah.
All right. This Motherland Sorghum. You've never tasted anything like this in your life. I mean, because it's an ale. It's not made with your typical barley.
Yeah.
It's just a unique taste, man. It's a beautiful color, taste killer. I'm taking a growler home with this stuff. I can knock this back. It's light. It's, what is it, 4.2%.
Yeah.
This is to be able to actually drink something like this, I don't know where else you're going to find it. I've never seen
any beer that had sorghum made with sorghum.
Other than watching videos of people actually brewing it in their yard in Africa.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get this anywhere. I could be wrong, but I've never seen it. I've never heard of anybody doing it.
Nope.
It's killer. It's not hoppy. It's just got a great taste, man. How's your fruitcake? Not your grandma's fruitcake stout? Is that what you got?
Yeah, it's an oatmeal stout. It's got a little touch of sourness in it because it's got blackberries in it. Like fruitcake. Not bad. It's a light tasting stout. It's not heavy. I don't know. I could drink a bunch of these. I prefer a little heavier stout. A little on the lighter side, but all in all,
that's really what a traditional stout is, though.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not talking real heavy stouts.
I mean, if you think of Guinness is like a 4 point something.
Yeah, but I'm talking a little darker, a little heavier. I mean, this is real light, so you're not gonna, you drink some stouts, you drink one, and you're already getting filled up.
Right.
This you can drink several before you're gonna, it's like drinking, I don't know, like drinking a lager, or like you're drinking a pale ale. It's that kind of light.
Nice.
So you can have a bunch.
Cool.
Like you said, let's make beers in. people have a bunch of and hang out.
Yeah.
You know? So this is definitely one. So.
Well, cool. We'll move on. So I got the Mueller Report whiskey barrel aged smoked beer.
How is it?
It's you're getting all the whiskey notes. It was aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels. It's the smokiness is on point. It's not overpowering, and it's you can tell that it's up there. You know, this is 9.5.
Yeah.
You can tell. It's killer. A beautiful amber color, man. I'm digging it. I could bang these down.
Okay.
I go to sleep, but I bang down too many.
You won't be making halftime drinking these. I'm drinking a Lackawanna ale. It is a sour golden ale, but not too sour. You know, for being sour, you know, don't get scared off by that. It's not gonna pucker your lips or cringe your face. So, but you know, all in all, I mean, it's 7%. It's an ale. There's nothing really too spectacular about it, other than the fact it's really good. And I don't know how many of these you can drink. They could be dangerous.
Yeah.
You know?
What's the ABV on that?
7%.
There you go. Yeah.
So, you know, these golden beers that say ales and pilsners, and they throw this high gravity in them.
They're dangerous.
They always get me because when I see golden beer, I can drink them all day.
Yeah.
And then they screw me up. So
this is.
But yeah, definitely, I'd buy this, man.
Yeah,
Sure.
I definitely buy this. This may be going in a growler too. I don't know. I brought 2 growlers. I don't.
Yeah.
This is pretty damn delicious. It's definitely delicious. Oh, and if you heard the music go down, that's because Genius Splatterhead over here turned the volume down on the 2 mics that we're not actually using.
Oh, okay.
So that was just they're facing the speakers. And,
instead of us both sitting here staring at them.
Yeah. So, you know. But, you know, our show, we always like have some ambient background noise.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah.
We're at a pub, man.
Yeah, we are.
We're at a brewery. It's a pub. There's kids running around. It's great. Everybody's got their kids.
There's
place
families,
is,
kids. I mean, the kids are bringing their toys. The parents are drinking beer.
We're even behaving ourselves.
Yes.
Because there's kids running around.
Yeah.
This is great, man. I could bring my dog here.
Yes.
He would love it. He'd be knocking these kids over.
Yeah, he would.
He'd be,
yeah, Rogers would be like, hey, pet me. Yeah. They'll be all laying on the ground.
Yep. All right. This beer is killer, man. I'm telling you, this is one of my favorites. Okay, so we're getting into Africa now.
Yes.
We're moving into cultural. This is that fruit that
the Baobab.
That you can. It takes 100 years for it to grow or something.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a funky flavor, man.
Yeah, it is a funky flavor.
It's cool.
Yeah. You know, for just a regular golden ale, it's pretty heavy. 7.8.
Oh yeah.
And this isn't a sour. This is really nothing but a golden ale.
He says that fruit is highly fermentable.
Yeah.
When he brewed a 5-gallon batch, it blew the lid off of it.
Yeah, he blew the lid off it.
We've done that.
Yeah, we've done that too.
But we weren't using Baobab.
No.
That's a unique flavor, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's like you can't describe it.
No, this is not a flavor I've ever had.
It tastes like Baobab.
Yeah.
And so, how do you describe that if you've never had a Baobab fruit? This is. What did he say? Well, we'll hear it in the interview what he said.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yep. Like this. Yeah. This is definitely a taste I've never.
Yeah, I've never had this flavor.
Never had this kind of beer.
I've never had this flavor in my mouth.
No.
This is not just with beer, but with anything.
Yeah.
That's it's really hard to describe something
that you've never had,
that you don't have any
knowledge of.
Yeah, you there's no I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but there, I have
Reference point.
Yeah, there's no reference point to this.
Yeah.
This is like when I was doing my Buddhist thing, there was that story about why the Buddha would never explain what enlightenment was like. And he said, there's a Japanese Zen koan where it says that, a turtle and a fish are swimming. And the turtle gets up on land, and he comes back into the water, and the fish asks him what it was like up there. No matter what the turtle said, the fish wouldn't understand.
No, the fish will have no idea.
He's got no reference point to that.
No.
So
No.
it's that's kind of what drinking this is like, man. I can't explain it to you. Get down here and try one.
Yeah, that's the only way we can explain it.
Because again, you're never going to get another one anywhere else.
No.
I would put money on that.
I would too.
I would put money that you are never going to get this beer anywhere else,
No.
in at least in the country.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Probably in the world, because
Yeah.
this is a fruit he took from Africa and put into his beer.
You know what? I'll look it up later, but in all my beer travels, I've never, ever, ever heard of this fruit being used in. I mean, pretty much you got your standard fruits, man. Your guava.
Yeah.
Your passion fruits.
Yeah.
But
Baobab?
Yeah, but Baobab, I don't know.
No. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
And I'm especially digging it just because it's just so unique, man. Okay. Now,
should we get some screaming kids on here?
We saved this for the end.
Yelling SpongeBob and shit.
Yeah. We saved this one for the end. Well, not the end. We may get more. I don't know.
Probably get more. There's a couple more I want to try.
Yeah, there's some like tamarind stuff, and this is the so they do an impeach ale. You heard me right, impeach.
Yes.
In the interview, you're gonna hear they don't hold shy. They're not shy about their political leanings.
No, the name of it is M Peach.
Right, M Peach.
Yes.
It's peach. I had the M Peach ale at the Beer Expo, and it was one of my favorites, and it's one of the reasons that I talked to Leo and scheduled this with Denise. This version is the M Peach Jerk, which is a jerk beer. Jamaican jerk beer. Tom just took a sip. I'm going in now.
I'm gonna go to heaven, man, because I love Jamaican jerk stuff, man.
Oh wow, that leaves the spice hanging out.
Yeah,
and it's not.
It doesn't burn you.
No,
it's not a burning spice.
But it's there.
Yeah,
and it's. I took a sip a few seconds ago, and I still got that tingle.
Yeah. And now I've drank some, Mexican stouts, some Caribbean lagers that had peppers in it.
We've even made a couple with peppers in them.
Have far more pepper spice than this.
And this is Scotch bonnets.
Yeah, and this has got Scotch bonnets in it, but it's done right.
But this is what you're looking for.
Yeah, you're
putting chilies in your beer.
Yeah, you're not looking to drink habaneros.
No.
So.
This is done right, and the peach works perfect with
yes.
it, man.
Yeah.
You think two flavor combinations that you want, that's the sweet and sour of a peach.
Yeah.
With the spice and the sweetness of a Scotch bonnet.
Yeah. Well, plus using a peach with like a Caribbean flavored beer.
Yeah, perfect.
It's there's not peaches in Jamaica.
Right.
The peaches are in Cleveland. And there's a lot there for me.
They come in a can.
They come in a can.
They were put there by a man.
Yeah. But this is really good.
Dude,
I
is
like
killer.
It. Little hint of spice, man. But you can't beat this.
No, this is outstanding.
Yeah. And it's an easy drinking 5.5 or 5.3.
And
so it's a yard beer.
You think of a beer, like normally if I get those like the beers with the chilies in them, you know, whether it be anchos or habanero or whatever. I mean, there was a habanero IPA that came out a couple years ago. It was really good, but this is one I could see myself kicking back a 12-pack on football day while drinking these.
Yeah, I had.
You don't do that with those other beers.
No, I've had. I had a jalapeno ale once, and I don't know. It was far too spicy for me to keep drinking. I mean, I toughed down the big bottle of it that I bought.
Sure.
But it's not something that I would drink a lot of. I mean, if I didn't spend $12 for the 22-ounce bottle, I probably would have threw it away.
You and I could split a case of this.
Oh, easily.
On brew day.
Easily.
Hang out on brew day.
Yes.
Knocking these back.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's really a perfect ale.
It is.
And then you add the peach and Scotch bonnet element to this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is killer.
Yeah. See what I noticed about this beer list is, I mean, we joked about normal beers. Technically, they do have a lot of normal beers.
Sure.
But then they throw that curveball in it.
Right.
But they have pilsners and and American lagers and stuff. But they chuck a curveball in it.
But then when you taste it, that curveball doesn't throw you off at all.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't at all.
It's a perfect strike.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, man, I'm really enjoying this place.
Yeah, I like this brewery, man.
Yeah.
I really dig this.
I'm digging it. We have new flights.
Yes, we do.
And I'll tell you what's on mine.
These were kind of just like we said, what we drank the first time.
Yeah.
Give us each different stuff.
Denise brought us each a new flight. And there's only one beer on each one that's the same.
Yes, that was Leo's request.
So I have a Barton's Bush Coconut Stout.
Okay.
It says it's a coconut puree adds tropical sweetness to this bittersweet chocolate and caramel malt-based stout. It's 7.3%. It's only 4-ounce pour, so I'll be okay. And then what we both have, and this is the one that Leo said we had to have.
Yes.
This is the Raspberry Holiday Jam. It's a fruit ale, 9.2%. Smooth and delicious ale brewed with raspberry jam for a sweet, but not too sweet, aftertaste. Perfect for the holidays. Well, it's going to be perfect for today, too.
Yeah.
And then I have the City Green Farmhouse Ale, 4.5%. It's a Saison. City Green Farmhouse Ale is a light-body peach colored session IPA. All right. And then I have the Tubman Railroad Strawberry Ale.
That sounds good. It's
a golden ale, 4.5%. It said that the strawberries were Harriet's favorite treat. This ale, so it's Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
This ale brewed in her honor is low in alcohol, but not light in flavor, just like her. Brewed with strawberry puree.
Yeah, tribute to the Underground Railroad.
Yep.
And her. Yes.
So
Jersey was a big stop on the Underground.
That's right. So that's what I have on mine. And what do you got on yours?
What I got on mine, I got Adobe Major League's Caramel Pale Ale. I guess it's a tribute to Larry Doby, one of the Montclair resident, one of the first African-American players to play in a Major League Baseball, with Jackie Robinson, and, so it's an American Pale Ale. I haven't tried it yet, but it's got notes of caramel. So, caramel. There's my Jersey coming out. Caramel. Yeah. All right, and I got number 4 is the Raspberry Holiday Jam. So, Chuck already talked about that. And I got, what do I got? I got a Golden Buddha, which is a light-bodied golden ale flavored with passion fruit puree. It gives it a tropical aroma, light fruit flavor, and doesn't overpower you. And it's 6.33%, so it ain't bad.
All right.
The Dobie Major Leagues Ale is 5.2, and that's an American Pale Ale. So.
What's that number 21? That's a dark.
Number 21, that's a Cherry Street Sour.
Nice.
It's a sour porter. It says malty dark porter flavored with sour cherries, giving it an unexpected and delicious twist.
Cool.
So it's 6.6%. And what's the other one I got? I got number 14. 14's a Golden Buddha. So, we'll try that one too.
All right. Well, I'm jumping right in, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on to the Barton's Bush Coconut Stout. And let's see. This is like coconut cake, man.
It is, and when you said coconut puree, I was like, huh. A lot of the coconut beers use extract. This is puree. And you can taste the difference immediately.
This is a killer coconut stout.
Yes. Oh, it absolutely is.
When I say this tastes like I'm drinking a coconut cake, man.
Yes. It's what is it? It's an almond joy, man.
It's an almond joy. This is beautiful.
Yeah. What's the one with coconut? Almond joy or their mounds?
They both have coconut, but one's got almond.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's an almond joy.
Yeah. No, almond joy's got almonds.
Oh, okay. So
This is the mounds.
Yeah. It's a it tastes just like a mounds bar.
This is killer.
Yes.
All right, what do you got there, Groby? What are you knocking back?
I'm drinking Adobe Major Leagues Caramel Pale Ale. And,
all right.
You got caramel.
Yeah?
Definitely. Yes.
Wow.
You get caramel in this, like you're getting the peppers in the other beer.
Right,
like
it's not banging you over the head?
No, you don't get it when you drink it. But when you're done drinking it, you're getting the caramel.
Wow.
And,
I wish that I hadn't spilled half a teaspoon of this because this is awesome.
Yeah.
This stout I have is awesome.
Yeah. I like this beer. And I'm a huge baseball fan, so this goes along my repertoire.
And we're
heading into baseball season.
And we're also honoring African American History Month.
Yeah, Black History Month. Yes.
We're drinking black from a black brewer.
Yes.
And we're drinking, in honor of, Harriet Tubman,
Larry Doby.
That's killer.
Yeah.
So awesome. Also, this beer is black, which is killer. You know what? Before we just dig into the rest of these beers,
okay,
I think we should. We're gonna just go ahead and punch the interview in right here.
Okay.
Of our interview with Leo and Denise.
Yeah. So now, so everybody can get the gist of what we're talking about with these beers, man, and this brewery.
Yeah, and then we'll after the interview we'll come back and we'll finish off our flights.
Sure.
All right.
Sounds good.
And we'll bring you some drunk news.
Yes.
Now we're good.
Now we're good?
Now we're great.
All right, good.
Okay, we'll start over.
We're back.
Okay.
This is Chuck and Tom with Inebra Nation, and we are in Montclair, New Jersey.
At Montclair Brewery.
And we are hosts today, our guests today.
My name is Leo.
And
I'm Denise.
And they're the owners.
Yes,
of Montclair.
We're the founder and owners, and I'm the head brewer, and she manages the whole entire business.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
She manages you.
Exactly. That's what it is. Thanks for saying that.
I try.
She's the big cheese.
I try.
Yep. Yeah.
Always work. But
So tell us about the philosophy behind your business plan here. You seem to be very community involved and community oriented, and
Absolutely. This is. I'm prior to brewing. I was working on radio for 25 years.
All right.
That's what I used to do. And then when we moved to Montclair, I decided to coach. Decided to be a volunteer coach and coaching the kids and all of that. So the project came about because of the kids and I on the field. We always talk about our hopes and dreams, and the kids end up asking me, what is your dream? And I end up telling them what I wanted to do, and we was keep on encouraging each other. And but brewing from my basement led her to kick me out of that basement.
Yeah, we understand.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, and also the reason why we community driven is because we believe deeply on that, and we deeply involved also into the Montclair community, and that's the reason why we open up the brewery and say family friendly, kids, dogs, and everybody.
Yeah, we love that.
Yep.
Yep.
So how long were you brewing in your basement?
Well, I was brewing in the basement
Was
forever.
this like,
so.
like a lifelong thing you've always did?
Yeah, I was brewing in the basement forever. Almost every week I was brewing. I think the smell got her kind of disgusted, so we had to find a place ASAP to open up a brewery.
Right.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
And how long have you been open here?
we've been open now a year and a half. Was in October of
2018.
2018, and a year and a half. It took 6 to 7 months to build the place, do construction, clean up, build all the furniture, build the bar, build the cold room. Everything was handmade. Install all the equipment, and it took a long time to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a year.
Yes.
So we were in the building a year before we were actually open to the public, just
Right.
getting it ready.
Exactly.
And going through all the bureaucratic stuff
Sure.
that you got to
Yeah.
go
Yes.
through.
Yeah, New Jersey makes it really easy for people to open up a nice new business. A
Absolutely.
lot
Yeah.
of hoops to jump
Where
through.
I live, they're opening a bar. I live in an apartment behind a bar, and they're opening the bar. They're jumping through all the hoops right now.
Yes.
Okay,
You know,
yeah. So you
final
understand.
inspections, this,
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yep.
You know.
It's like you just, after a while, just know it just goes with the territory. I
Yeah.
don't think you can open up a business in New Jersey at least without knowing that. So just
Right.
factor that in your plan in the very beginning.
Yeah,
It's
of
gonna
course.
take a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, but-
So let's talk about the beers. Because, I spoke to you briefly
Yes.
at the beer expo, and I tried the Impeach, which was amazing.
Yes.
I understand there's another version of that beer as well that I really have to try.
Absolutely.
And-
Yes,
but
that's on my list right there.
What I'm really excited about is you've got a take on a traditional African beer.
Yes.
Tell us about that, because that's unique to breweries. It's not something that you see, and not something that many people have had an opportunity to try.
Absolutely. It's prior to opening, we have the Montclair community here is one big family.
Right.
Most of these mothers, we had a painting party, and everybody came here to lend a hand to paint the building and do all these kind of things. So we end up paying them even with beer. So they gave me one big advice: we don't want 20 IPAs. So, and I'm like, well, okay, we hear that. We're gonna try to make something absolutely different, and also it's part of my nature. Following a trend is not me, so I wanted to do something that is unique and have people discover, what beer is all about. Beer started up, back in the day in Africa with women. They're the one that was brewing, and I learned some of the technique from my mom, and that's exactly what I was trying to integrate into my beer. So we're making a lot of beer with a lot of fruit, interesting fruit that people have no idea about. And also, we're trying to make something that you can sit down literally and drink 20 glasses of it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, the one you may be specifically talking about is the Motherland.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is our sorghum-based beer, and it's based on a traditional African beer where they call the Dolo, and I
Yes.
think it goes by other names too, depending
Right.
on which part of Africa you're from.
Yeah.
So Leo grew up around that, like you said, seeing all the women brew that, and we knew we wanted to create a version here too.
Right.
And the benefit is it's gluten-free, so lots of time people come
Yeah.
in and say, hey, do you have anything gluten-free every now and then? So it was our take, bringing it back to nature, to the motherland, so
Yeah.
that's why we call it the Motherland, named after Africa, and
Yeah.
that's kind of its traditional brew.
Right, and also, for the first time, we tried something. We tried to brew the Baobab beer. The Baobab beer is a beer made with the Baobab fruit. The Baobab fruit is a superfruit. It have more calcium than milk, and also have more vitamin, 100 times over than orange and kiwi and all these things. It's an incredible fruit. The first time I brewed with it, it was very scary. It's a highly fermentable. I brewed it in the 5-gallon bucket, and the lid of the bucket blew off. And I had to take some of my paper and redo some calculation, and then make a 7-barrel version of it. It's very incredible. I can say it's a very healthy beer. It's something you can probably have for breakfast.
All right.
And what beer is that on there?
That's called a Baobab beer, which is made with the Baobab fruit, which is from the Baobab tree, only
Okay.
found in certain parts of the world, like
Right.
in Africa.
Yeah, I've heard.
And also in
the
Madagascar. So, the Baobab tree itself will take 100 years to grow, and take 100 years to produce fruit. So that's show the richness of that kind of fruit. It comes in form of powder, and it's just incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all
a good
exciting
one.
stuff,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
And I agree with your community when they suggested you not have 20 IPAs.
Yeah, exactly.
And I
yes.
think what you're doing, and I mean, I've looked over your tap
Right,
list, and I'm
right.
seeing things like tamarind.
Yes.
And
Right.
I mean, that's great.
No, I absolutely.
Yeah.
I was talking to a customer the other day. I wouldn't drink anything that I'm not comfortable with all the ingredient in that beer. There's so many different ingredient involved into beer making, and most brewery take a shortcut, and which is kind of everybody's thinking about the money and taking
Right.
that shortcut, and I didn't want to go that route. No, I mean, how long we have to live?
As a consumer and I consider myself to be a connoisseur of a beer.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely,
I appreciate when people don't take shortcuts.
No.
And they, and it's really, truly a craft.
No, it is a craft. It's a hard work, and I'm working all the time, and I don't mind. It's part of my workout, and it's part of my ethic of work. So if I'm gonna sit down and drink a beer, I want to have my mind clear about what's in that beer
That's great.
before I pass it on to a customer.
That's great.
Right. And someone was asking me about my sour beer, and I don't use any lactic acid. A lot of brewery do. It is not a bad thing for you. But I chose not to do that. I chose to sour my beer through different type of fruit that can give you a benefit, give you some sort of a vitamin.
Nice.
There's one beer we call the witch hunt. We're
I saw it.
We're a little bit political here.
I saw all of that and
Right.
appreciate it. I
Yeah.
told you I love it.
Right. The witch hunt come from a fruit that you also can find in Africa. They call it the weather fruit. It's a really, really sour fruit, and I rather sour the beer with that. It's natural, and you're confident when you're drinking it.
Wow.
Yes.
That's all great stuff, man. And another thing that we should bring up, we've interviewed a lot of breweries. We did a big lead up to the Beer Expo, And now we're doing a big lead up to next would be the Shamrock Brew
Right,
Fest at the
yep.
Garden State Plaza.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're working with them now, and then they're having another one in Morristown. Of all the breweries that we've visited and interviewed, we've only talked to one brewery so far out of dozens that was female owned,
Yes.
and that's a shame, right?
It is.
And this is
Yeah.
and
And that was Backward Flag.
right.
So she was the only one.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Okay.
And you guys are also the very first brewery we've talked to, which is black owned.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is also a shame.
Exactly.
There- you
Right.
know, and as we said to Tori from Backward Flag, we definitely want to talk about that, but we want to get to a point to where it doesn't need to be
Right.
discussed
Yes.
anymore.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's
Where
right.
It becomes
Yes.
the norm where
Right.
it's not a big
Yeah.
deal.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because everybody likes beer.
Yeah.
No matter who you
Absolutely.
are, no matter where you're from, everybody likes beer.
No matter what
It's
country
a
it is.
unifier.
Yeah, exactly.
It-
There's beer in every corner of the world.
Absolutely.
It's also like food, right?
Yes.
And everybody brings their own culture into the
Oh, yeah,
product.
absolutely.
Or at least you would hope that's what they're doing.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and as you spoke on with back in Africa where it was primarily the women that brew. You find that also in places, they even with things like meads,
Yes.
they talk about the the big Vikings and their meads,
Yeah.
but it was the women
Yeah,
brewing the mead as well.
Right.
I would think that goes for really any country, any nationality,
Right.
because, I remember my mom and my aunts, being a little Polish kid growing up, they were always making them vodka.
Right.
Yeah.
Peeled potatoes, making
That's what it
vodka.
is.
They were making, Applejack.
Yeah.
They're making
That's
wine.
awesome. Right,
Yeah.
right. It's it's cooking, basically.
Their
It is.
dads
Just
are out
cooking
working,
something.
they're
Yeah.
building stuff, they're
Right.
doing whatever, and then,
Right, the women
they're
are
cooking
doing
everything and brewing
Brew
and
it, yep.
distilling. And,
Yep.
And then
Yeah, that's
one-
fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
once it becomes a big industry like it is, then the
the
money and then the men
take
take
it over.
over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they push everybody out.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's refreshing to see not only a family business, a
Yes.
couple owned business, but female owned
Yeah.
as well, and not just
Absolutely. Yeah. It's
So-
it's in the beginning I was just telling her let's do it. It's we can't be sitting there and talking about it.
Right.
Just let's
Gotta
let's
rip
go
the
and do it.
band. You gotta rip the band-aid off and go. You got to.
And you can't do it without each other.
No.
No.
It's
That's
a
the-
good
No.
balance.
Yeah.
It's a good
Giving she have a big marketing background, and right now she have two jobs. She's working on a regular job, and then coming here, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
And we balance each other out too.
Yeah.
So I think,
All right.
Yeah.
I always tell him too, if it was just him, or even if it's just me, it wouldn't work. I think.
No, it
It
would be
really takes the
overwhelming,
both
and
of
you would
us.
have to
Yes.
relinquish too
Yeah.
much responsibility to.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how bad inside influences get in.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you're forced to cut corners because you have to do this.
Right.
And that's probably what a lot of breweries get into.
Yeah.
They want to
Yeah.
have a team, but all of a sudden
Right.
it's not
Team.
jiving.
Yeah.
Now we have
Yeah.
to do this.
Right. And
Yeah.
But based on like our skill set and even our personalities and stuff,
Yeah.
it balances each other.
That's
So
important.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, because he's more the risk taker and will try different, sometimes creative things. I'm probably a little bit more structured, and so we need both of that.
Right.
Sometimes
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Yeah.
speak to other breweries, they're like, oh yeah, then we need that balance. Like if you
Sure.
just have too much of the wild, creative risk taker, that's not good. And then if you have too much of the pretty conservative, focused, structured, that's not good either,
No.
because then you lose that creativity.
Then you have 20 IPAs.
Well-
You end up with a Guinness clone and 20 IPAs.
I mean, yeah. Well, ever since we opened, it's just a blessing. We was able to help two other breweries open up. And we're very proud of that.
Okay, and who are they?
You have Gosak, and
okay.
and you have Four City.
Okay.
That we friend, and we lend each other hand. That's what I love about the brewing community. Prior to opening, when the equipment got here, we have elementary. Blake, he came here and helped me clean up all the tank, and then to get ready for opening.
First brew.
For the first batch. It's just the brewing community. I wish all the industry was the same as the brewery industry.
Right.
It's just amazing.
That would be great. And that brings to mind, I do have to make a correction because we have had Four City on the show.
Yes, we
Yes.
have,
And of
yeah.
course, one of the owners there is of Haitian descent.
Yes,
So
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
I
Right.
have to correct myself.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Spoke with
Roger.
that already.
Yeah.
Yes, but we actually didn't, when we did the interview, we didn't speak with Roger.
Right.
Oh, so
But I did
that's
speak
why.
with him extensively
Right.
at the expo.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
No, absolutely. So it's great. It's great. So there's a new brewery also that opened up. What brewery
They
was
didn't
that
open
again?
yet. They
Okay,
didn't open yet.
right. They need a hand. I'm sure if I have time, I'm gonna go there and then show them around how to get around all
That's
this
great.
equipment. Yeah,
we may come knocking someday too when we finally rip the
Yeah,
tape off.
exactly.
absolutely,
Yep.
And,
definitely.
We may hit you up for some advice.
Okay,
Questions.
I'm open to that.
You know.
so
Yeah,
let's get back to the beers.
Yes.
How many beers do you currently have on tap?
we have on tap 22.
Wow.
But we have at least 27 beer
Ah.
Wow.
in the waiting. We have
Say 5 more beers.
5 more beer in the cold room that waiting to be tapped.
Wow.
As soon as one kick, we're trying to make everything exciting, right?
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I haven't even tasted anything yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, going over the tap list
yeah,
was.
It is amazing that we have 22, because to think that when we first started, we only had 10 taps.
Right.
And of course, on the first opening weekend, I think we had maybe 8 or 6 beers.
Yes.
That's it. And then in a year and a half, it is more than doubled.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah,
Telling me I'm
absolutely.
adding more taps. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Hey, what are you doing? He's like, we
Yeah.
need more taps.
And are there any that didn't remain in the rotation that you?
There is some that didn't remain that I'm probably going to bring back. There's an IPA we're making with rosemary, and as well there's another beer that we're making with the lavender. So
Wow.
we waiting for the spring to hit so we can start bringing those beer back. And as well there's a maple syrup beer that we're mixing with date puree. Dates come from the Middle East.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's very interesting in the beer.
That's going to be an interesting taste.
Absolutely.
Maple syrup and dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a beer actually. There is a beer we have we're releasing today that we call Blind Date. I didn't see that coming. So it's it's a high ABV beer, and that's why the date. There's some date in there. There's some honey, and then also there's some molasses. The molasses come from the Caribbean, and the date come from the Middle East, and then the honey come from right here. So it's kind of a continental kind of beer that we try to mix together.
Sounds great too.
Yeah.
And then, outside of here,
Yes.
what's your distribution like?
We can wise, we want to have control over distributing
Great.
the beer. So we try to take it easy. We out there in
Do you want me to answer that?
yes,
question?
you can do that.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So we have draft distribution, and we have can, which we did a mobile canning run back in December. So we do have a can. We had started with 3 of our styles, our Poor Richard's IPA, our Golden Buddha, and our MP Lager. We now have 2 left, so we sold out the IPA. We've got 2 left. And we're distributing, we want to stay local. We said within a 30-minute drive, basically,
Right.
from here is where we want to distribute. We have it, our cans in Hoboken at, I think, Hoboken Beer and Soda Outlet. We have it at ShopRite in Wellington. We have it at store in Roseland, on
Yeah,
Eagle Rock
that's
Avenue,
Fairchild.
Fairchild's Market. So we have it in a few select places. We also have it at the hotel in Montclair, right here at MC Hotel. And we try to be involved in a lot of community events too. So like the Montclair Art Museum, they have a first Thursday program where they have drinks, they have wine and beer. So they also have our beer cans there too. And we want to do more of that. Our draft, we started draft distribution before we did can, naturally. We have it within the 30-minute drive or like 30-mile radius. So we have it in Carney's at Snug Harbor. We have it also at the MC Hotel. We have it in Montclair here at Montclair Social Club. And
Route 46.
Oh yeah, they just what they call Pub 46.
Pub 46.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, so they just took on, I think, our national emergency IPA, and they have
Great.
plans on taking on some others too. So that's where we haven't. I know some breweries, they open first week and they're out the door distributing all over the place. For us, our first year was really focusing more on tap room, getting
Sure, you got to get the word out.
exactly getting the word out, getting feedback, tweaking things if things needed tweaking before we really started distributing. We said, hey, you know what, let's focus, get it right here. And then when we feel we're ready at a point, probably after a year or so, we'll start now distributing. So that's what we're on that path right now.
Yeah.
Start expanding. But at the same time, there's then the reality that hits. Sometimes you want to start doing a whole bunch, but then there's certain constraints. Do we have enough kegs? Do we have
Right.
this? Do we have that?
Yeah.
And all the other stuff
Yeah,
that.
how much time do we have to keep brewing batches to put in cans?
That's what it is.
Exactly.
You know, versus the brewery here
Yeah.
and everything
Right,
else. Yeah.
right.
And
So
and when
it's
you
about-
want to do it all in house, which I think is a noble thing to do,
Yes.
then you have to take all these things into consideration.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's we, and the people are very, very interested in some of the name of our beer. Some are political.
Yes.
Some are fun.
Even
So-
the political ones are fun.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
You
They're
know.
not one or the other.
Yeah, there is one beer in the beginning when they was going through the nomination of Justice Kavanaugh. I found it very interesting that every time I watch Justice face, it was like kind of sweet or sour, and, and then I tried to make a beer in that nature to reflect his face. And he's, and he was keep on saying, I like beer, I love beer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we tried to make a kind of sweet and sour beer. That was a huge, success. I don't know if I can
Produce it. Yeah.
duplicate that recipe again,
Right.
Because it was one of the most complicated beer to make.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you do freaky one-off things that
Yes.
I have no
oh, yeah.
idea how to make this again, but it was great. Thank you.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, well, I have an idea.
Yes,
how
he
to
does.
make it,
He
but
does.
I don't know if it would
Come
end
out
up the same.
exactly what
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I did cross contamination, because we brew with hibiscus. Hibiscus is very, very tart. And when I used that yeast to cross contaminate that beer and then wait a week and then watch the result, it was just fantastic, And after that, the president declared national emergency. And we made an IPA. We call it national emergency.
Yep, I've seen that one on there as well.
England
And also we had the Collusion, which is a Russian IPA. And
All right. All right.
right,
So all the political name beers see names
Right.
for the most part.
yeah. So right now we have the
Well, they're creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have the impeached Jerkel that is available.
Yeah, that I have to
Yeah,
try.
that
Yes.
one I did.
That's.
I can't try all these beers. I got to drive.
I was thinking,
That's one
I was
of
thinking
them.
of Crowler that might come home from my afternoon today.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to keep you guys away from your work for long, but I know that the big goal, right, is to get people here.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Yes.
outside of the amazing beer list and options available to people, I know you guys have events and other things to not only bring people in, but hey, to keep them here for a little while as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So every Friday we have live music, and the genre changes. And we do that purposely. We say we want it. It allows us to bring in new people because they're coming maybe for the music or for a band that they like, that they follow, and it introduces new people to the brewery, and also sometimes new people to even craft beer as well. Because when we get customers that say, "Do you have gin and tonic?" we know, okay, they're not familiar with what a brewery is.
No.
Yeah.
Or asking for one of the big brand names.
Right.
major-
Do you have any regular beer?
Right, yes. Oh, yeah.
I love that. I love that question.
The regular beer things.
I love that question.
So we know,
It's
it's great. It's great. But yeah, so every Friday live music, it could be jazz, it could be rock.
Yes.
We've had a grassroots,
Yes.
we've had punk, we've had reggae, ska.
Yeah.
So it runs the gamut. So all of that is always listed on our website,
Yeah.
as well as on Instagram or Facebook. It will tell you like who's playing that Friday. For the winter, we also started up again trivia. So once or twice a month, we have trivia on Wednesday, taproom trivia. And we also started new this year, a sip and sing karaoke. So that's on Wednesdays as well.
Cool.
Sip and sing karaoke.
Yeah.
So those are kind of, like weekly.
Some tells me people ain't sipping when they're singing karaoke.
So,
Yeah.
At least not the ones I've seen.
Yeah, right.
and what days are you open for the public?
We open Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
Yes.
And-
Most Sundays, it's family days.
Sure.
You got a whole bunch of kids here. We're playing around, and everybody's, all the kids come here to visit the boogeyman. I have my compressor in the back over there. We call it the boogeyman. So,
And you have some brewed some soft beverages for the
Yes.
kids
Yes.
as well.
Right.
Yes.
Or for people who just don't drink beer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got a selection, and they're all crafted here as well.
Right, I saw a root beer
Yes, we've got
and
the root beer,
a
we've got
limeade.
Okay.
We've got
And-
Jamaican sorrel. We
Yes.
call it the MB, which is made with hibiscus flowers
Yeah.
as well. And we also have a pineapple ginger beer.
See
Wow.
that, man? Not only can I come here and get beer,
Yeah.
I could also get vodka mixers.
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
Well, we haven't got to take in the full experience
Yes.
yet.
Absolutely.
We love the place,
Yes.
just from what we've seen so far.
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as I walked in, I was like, yeah, this is it.
No, this is-
I was
this
like,
is-
I
Make
love
sure
this.
you try the Mueller report. We aged that for
I will.
the time it took to make the report.
Okay.
And I can assure you, this is the non-redacted version
right.
of the report.
All right. I look forward to
Yeah.
it. And I think that's it, unless there's anything else that you guys want to say that we haven't brought up to
Well,
our listeners.
listen, I just want to thank guys like you that bringing all these news out there to regular people that love craft beer. This is amazing what you guys doing. It's without you guys, I don't know if many people would hear and know what we exactly doing in those breweries. It's just incredible. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
One last plug too is just for all your listeners to please follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, so you can subscribe to our newsletter on our website as well, so you'll be up to date on all the things happening here in the tap room and outside the tap room too, with some of our distributors where we're doing some partnerships with them as well. So,
All right.
and we
Okay.
look forward to seeing everyone at the Shamrock.
Oh, yeah.
Shamrock
Yes,
Fruit
yes,
Fest.
yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, and
Yes.
all the other beer festivals happening that I'm sure will
Atlantic City? Are you going to head down to Atlantic
We're
City?
not too sure about
Yeah.
that one, but we think we may do the battleship this
You're right,
year.
the
We may
battleship.
do that one.
The one
That
down
one.
Camden?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
okay.
may do that one instead of AC, but we don't know. But we'll be in Morristown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shamrock and Paramus, so
Okay.
there'll be a lot of other places.
That's right. If you folks haven't made it into Montclair yet, but you're in North Jersey, you should make it here. But at the very least, check out these brew festivals because
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
a great opportunity to try, a couple of great beers from select breweries in the area, mostly in the area. Some are from outside, but that's fine.
Definitely.
And swing by, make sure you say hello, and
Bring the whole family. Bring the dog. Bring the kids.
Yeah.
We love to meet them.
To the tap room.
to here,
to that
right,
room.
to the tap room.
Yeah, to the tap room.
Yeah, you can't
To the
bring,
tap room.
yeah, you
Can't
can't,
do
you
that
can't
at
bring
the
the
beer
family and the
festival.
dog to the beer
They
festival.
will not go there. Bring them to the tap room here.
But to our tap room right here in Montclair, 101 Walnut Street. Yeah, we look forward to welcoming everyone in. So come on in and
Yep.
give our beers a try. With 22 on tap, you're sure to find at least a few,
That
if
you
not
like.
all, that you like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And just give us the physical address real quick. Before
It's a
we-
101 Walnut Street. It's it's by the train station, by the Walnut train station. A few yards from Egan and Son. So we right in that block.
So, folks,
Yeah.
jump on a train, get off Walnut Street,
Yes.
come here
Yes.
to Montclair Brewery. Then you get back on the train and you go to the Oranges.
Yeah,
right?
Right.
and you go to Forest City.
The Fort City, yes.
You go to Forest City.
Absolutely.
And you fill up a growler at each.
That's
you
it.
Go home.
Absolutely.
Yep. Follow the train line. You can't be beat.
That's right.
Yep.
And not only the fabulous beer, Montclair has
Oh, Montclair.
incredible food.
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You can make a day
Yes, definitely.
coming down here, shopping, eating, drinking beers,
And spending some time.
That's right.
spending some time.
Yeah, there is
Spend the
the
whole
film
day.
festival
Yeah.
as well. So
When that
there's a
comes
lot of
up.
things happening in Montclair.
Close to the Eagle Rock Reservation,
Right.
so
Yeah.
take a hike, come over
Yep.
here, have a nice
Yeah.
beer.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's tons of things to do in Montclair.
Yes.
Sure. Even when you're visiting your kids at Montclair State.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Head on over.
Yep.
If you guys would have been here when mine was in college, I would have been here.
Lots of people say
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I wish you were there
when we talked to Forest
I was
City,
here.
Yeah.
my daughter went to Seton Hall. I'm like, figures she graduates, a brewery opens. I would have took her out to lunch every week if there was a brewery here.
That's great.
All right.
great.
Well, we thank you for your time.
Thank you very
We're going to
much.
let you get back to work.
Thanks for coming. Yeah.
We're going to try some beers. and
Enjoy
we'll-
the beer,
We'll
yeah.
keep doing our
Oh,
thing
yeah.
over here in the corner.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, you heard from Leo and Denise, man. That was a cool
Yeah,
interview, man.
sure it was.
Great people.
Yeah.
I love the inspiration behind all these beers, man.
Sure.
And and the way this place came together with help from the community, and
Yeah.
it's all awesome. So anyway, let's dig back into our flights.
Okay.
I think both of us will jump right into this raspberry holiday jam, and this is the one that Leo said we have to try. So we're trying it, and Tom's taking a sip first. What do you got going on there, Tom? Groby?
I don't know. It's sweet.
Is it? Does it taste like raspberry jam?
Yes, it does taste like raspberry jam.
Ah. Man,
But it's not overtly sweet.
no.
It's sweet. It's sweet in the beginning, but after that, it's a beer.
It does taste like raspberry jam,
Yes.
man.
It's a fruit ale, 9.1.
If this was-
so it's a heavy lifter.
If this was thicker, this would be the raspberry jam I put on my bread.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I would put this on a piece of cinnamon toast and eat this in the morning with my coffee.
All right. Leo, you're knocking it out of the park, brother.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
He's thrown some wild stuff at us today.
I mean, you taste these beers and then you understand what he's talking about. How
This
how he puts them together and how how he tastes everything before it goes in.
when you're hearing this, if you're thinking that we're telling you that this beer tastes like raspberries, you're wrong.
Nah, yeah.
This beer tastes like raspberry jam.
Yes, difference.
It's I don't even know how you produce something like this.
It's even got kind of a raspberry-ish color to it.
I mean, it's golden,
Yes.
but it's I don't even know how you come up with something like this, man. I don't know what he did to get these flavors.
I mean, you can't taste any kind of hoppiness in this at all.
You know, I hate this word, mouthfeel.
Yeah.
But you even have a little bit of a raspberry jam mouthfeel.
Yes, you do. Yes, you absolutely
This
do.
is the first time that word has made sense in anything that we're talking about.
Maybe we finally figured it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This beer's got it.
Yeah.
This is.
We'll have to ask Potts what he thinks of mouthfeel.
I'm glad he recommended this, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a hard time picking growlers. I know I got to bring home the motherland for Laura.
Oh, that coconut was boss, though, boy.
Well, I'm telling you, man. This is damn good too, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know.
You're getting banging flavors in these beers, and the flavors that they tell you, you're getting. That's. It's always hit and miss when they're like, we use this, we use that. But, everything, if it says raspberry, you get raspberry. If it says coconut, you get coconut.
And if it says raspberry jam,
yeah, if it says,
you're getting raspberry jam.
You're tasting the tamarind, you're tasting the African fruits, you're tasting all of these things.
Yeah.
Which is, not always the case.
And I don't think, man, you could probably fuck a beer like this up.
I would think so, fairly easily.
And however he pulled this off is mind-boggling, man.
Yeah, easily. You could easily screw this up with too much fruit.
Yeah, yeah. This is just blowing me away right now.
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Yeah. Every time I drink one of these beers, I
Yeah.
Now my crowler choice changes.
Yeah, it's going to be tough leaving here with two growlers for me. That's going to be a hard decision to make.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's going on the Beer of the Year nomination list.
Yeah, I would have to say, I see two right off the bat. That coconut. Even though I had only sip of that coconut, I think I'm going to get a crowler of that.
That coconut stout was amazing.
That and this raspberry jam, wow.
That raspberry jam is so impressive.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fruit beer guy, man. And that's not what I was expecting.
No.
I was expecting your typical,
fruit beer.
Let's get a beer, there's a little bit of raspberry in it, and I could drink one of them. I could knock those things back.
That's a beer somebody that doesn't like beer can drink.
Dude, that beer
right
is...
there. Somebody, I don't like the taste of beer. Drink that.
That beer would have... that's automatic on the list for 2020's
so.
Beer of the Year.
That's
you're gonna have to do something serious to knock that one off.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. All right. What do you got next? Tell me what you got, and I'll jump in next. You're drinking number 14. That's the Golden Buddha, right?
I'm drinking a Golden Buddha. It's a golden ale flavored with passion fruit. So I'm going to take a sip, and I'll let you know.
That's a low ABV, too.
Yeah,
right?
it is. It's 6.33.
Okay.
So it's, it's not entirely low, but you can drink more than 3.
All right. It's good. It's good for Buddhists.
Yeah.
I see. What are we thinking?
I'm thinking it's...
You gotta get closer to the mic now. We should have sat in the lower chairs.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know.
You're getting something totally different again.
No, I'm getting the passion fruit, but I don't know. It doesn't have the hops to make it an IPA,
Right.
but the passion fruit IPAs I've had, are kind of like this. I don't know. It's good. It's fucking really good.
Give me a sip.
But I don't know what to make of it. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Wow.
After you drink passion fruit IPAs, you get that taste.
Yeah.
But this is nowhere near hop forward.
No.
No. So I don't know.
Definitely good.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't those beers that actually look like the Buddha in the bottle, are they?
No. No, I've had those.
You had those? Yeah.
Those are just lagers.
Yeah, I never had one. I just seen them on the shelf. Well, this is what they should put in those bottles.
Yeah.
Because even though I've never had one of them, I can guarantee it doesn't taste like this, and it has nothing to do with a Buddha.
Well, the Buddha doesn't drink.
No.
So,
Well, okay.
I'm going in for the...
Probably smokes a lot of hash and shit, right?
No.
No? The Buddha doesn't even smoke hash?
No, he doesn't,
Mushrooms?
Nope. None of that.
I don't know, man.
Nope.
These teetotaling gods got me all confused.
He's all about reality.
Okay.
So, doesn't want to alter anything.
Okay.
So, here's the City Green Farmhouse Ale. This is a 4.5% Saison. It's got I don't know. It's let's see what it does. Another one with incredibly unique flavors. I'm not a big Saison kind of guy. Saisons usually the ones that I've had, I don't buy them.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a big fan of that style of beer.
Yeah.
But the ones that I've had don't taste anything like this. This has got some like real floral.
It seems like it with the rosemary and stuff in it.
Yeah, here you gotta give it a little sip, man. It's that's a good farmhouse ale. It's just got.
It is, yeah. You get that. You get the rosemary flavor in there a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not killing you.
No.
And it's like, you know what it is? It almost reminds me of that. It almost reminds me of what they did at Crazy Willie's with that cucumber Saison.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was really good.
It's that was a Saison that I liked.
Yeah.
This is a Saison that I like. It's super refreshing.
See, a lot of times I think they throw Saison on there, but it's really not. It's just a regular gold ale.
Right. This is super refreshing.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a beer that is just gonna, this is the kind of beer that centuries ago throughout the world that people made for hydration.
Yeah.
Because the water would kill you.
Yes.
So that's why people drank beer in the morning.
That's why beer's known all over the world.
This is a light, low ABV beer. It's super refreshing.
It's got a funky color.
Yeah, it's super clear.
Yeah.
It's but this is a beer that this will quench your thirst. It'll keep you hydrated. It's not high gravity by any means, and it's I don't know, man. It's got a cool flavor. I'm digging it.
Well, my take on this Golden Buddha is I've had a lot of passion fruit IPAs, and I would drink this over them every time.
Right.
It's strictly for the fact that you're not getting bludgeoned. You're not getting
killing you with the hops.
You're not getting bludgeoned with hops, and you're getting a nice passion fruit flavor. The hops. you really taste no hops in this. You taste. That's why I love these beers here, because you taste what they're supposed to be.
I can taste the, and I don't want to, look, we're not one of those kind of beer shows. We're not even those kind of dudes. I can taste the love that this dude puts into what he does, man.
You can see the passion that this dude has for his craft.
I can taste it.
And I dug what he was saying, don't cut corners. Do everything from scratch. That's the type of places. I mean, that's where I eat. I try to eat at places that do that. Shit's not dumped out of a bucket.
The beers that aren't in rotation now are not in rotation because it's not springtime and the flowers aren't growing right now.
Yeah.
I mean
dudes.
That speaks to what
he's coming out with a beer that's with lavender. It's gonna be out in the springtime. Bring your ladies here, man, because it's been my experience that the lovely ladies love lavender, man. I even had it growing on my deck, so maybe we'll brew some. I'll grow lavender again.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm learning a lot that you can be pretty bold with your damn ingredients if you know what you're doing.
Sure.
I mean, he's making bold decisions here, and they're all working.
Yeah. I wonder how much he screws up.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because you're doing shit with these kind of flavors. There's got to be stuff that's not coming out how you want it to be.
I mean, he's got, what, a 7-barrel system here?
7-barrel system. And what is he? And he's got that smaller where he uses his experimental stuff.
Yeah, but he's got one thing that he told us that we didn't get to talk about in the interview because we didn't know about it yet is that he's actually going back to West Africa.
Yes,
and he's meeting up with these village women who brew traditional African beer over there, and he's helping them set up nano breweries.
Yes.
And teaching them, different brewing techniques that they can still use their traditional ingredients. And he's doing that, next week? I think he's going back over there.
Very soon.
And that's fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sure.
That's really cool, man. And he's helping them out with equipment and helping them get set up, and that's killer. He's like, because him himself, he can't compete with these breweries over there. But like he said, that these major breweries are using corn and all this stuff, and people are getting diabetes and crap.
Yeah, because they're probably using a lot of high fructose corn syrup,
right?
Stuff like that.
And you take this traditional sorghum, right? And that these women are masters at their craft already.
Yeah.
He just upgrades their equipment a little bit. These big brewers aren't going to be able to compete with these women.
No, they're not.
Especially in the land where this beer is, it's more than just a beer. It's part of culture.
Yeah, it is. It's a cultural thing to them. To each village.
Yeah. So this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I wish we would have been able to talk about that with him, but we did get the information from him after the interview, so that's really cool. What do you say we've been pretty lighthearted, we've been pretty serious about our beers on this episode. Before we drink this last one, maybe we should jump into drunk news.
Okay.
Right.
You got something?
I don't have anything. I'm leaning on you today.
Okay, I have something. It's not necessarily drunken news, but it's kind of like Groby's hero of the day.
All right.
So just give me a second while I punch this up on.
Yeah.
I saved it in Facebook.
Well, we're all anxiously awaiting.
Okay.
And I'm glad I don't have anything because we're gonna have a pretty lengthy episode as it is. So.
Yes. All right. Here's maybe a new installment. Groby's hero of the day. Here's the headline: gas station employee steals more than $17,000 on his first day of work. Police say.
First day.
First day. Hamden, Connecticut. A gas station employee in Connecticut is accused of stealing more than $17,000 worth of cash, lottery tickets, and cigarettes during his first solo shift on the job. The incident was reported in late January at a Go-On gas station in Hamden, Connecticut, a suburb of New Haven. Management hired a new overnight employee, and the suspect was working his first solo shift, according to statement from Hamden Police Department. Using an app on his cell phone to view store cameras, police said, the store owner discovered that the new employee had left.
He just bailed.
The store owner immediately responded to the store and ascertained that the new employee had stolen numerous items, including lottery tickets, 89 boxes of cigarettes, and money. The total loss was valued at $17,183.
It's more than that guy was going to make in a year working
Exactly.
at that gas station.
That is $10 an hour on its overnight shift.
Yeah.
Furthermore, police said, the suspect also managed to steal his employment folder, which contained his personal information.
Smart.
And the store owner doesn't know the new employee's name. Hero of the day, brothers. Hero of the day.
You iced the cake when you stole your employee folder. And if this idiot doesn't know your name, he's that he's that invested in his business that he's got an app to stare at his cameras to make sure his employees aren't stealing from him, but he doesn't bother to know your name.
But he doesn't have his name in the computer. He has a folder.
Yeah. He doesn't care what your name is.
So according to the Hamden, Connecticut Police Department, be careful whom you hire because you never know.
Yeah, that's valid.
So that's Groby's hero of the day. Get a job, rob them blind your first 4 hours there, and go home. But make sure you steal your employment folder so they don't know who you are.
And on that note, here's a true hero, Harriet Tubman.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm going to dig into this Tubman Railroad Strawberry Ale. And let me see what's going on. You talk while I'm drinking.
Okay. Let me see. I'm interested in trying that because ale, strawberry. To me, both of those things are like real cool things to put in a beer.
This is great, man. It's not sweet.
No.
It's again, man. It's just a refreshing beer.
There's a lot of their beers here that are refreshing on a summer day.
Yeah, and you hear all these fruits and stuff that are going into these. They're not like here. I'm just gonna pass it over to you, man.
They don't come at you weird.
Give that a shot, and I'm interested in tasting that sour porter too.
I've had a strawberry ale before. I forgot who makes it. I think Saranac.
Yeah, but it tastes fake.
Yes. That doesn't taste fake.
No, there's strawberries in here.
Yeah,
man.
that tastes like me and you went over to that strawberry farm in Andover.
This is like Bobby Wasabi sent us some strawberries from Watsonville.
Yes, and we threw them in a beer.
And not like a porter or wherever most people would throw this.
No.
This is a nice, just golden ale.
Yeah.
That strawberry flavor is just like perfect. It's not sweet at all.
No, there's no sweetness to it. But you get strawberry. That's why I like it.
It even smells killer.
Yeah.
I wonder what it sounds like.
I don't know.
Let me put it up to the mic.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's not making any noise.
Can you hear? Oh, yeah. Well,
Potts.
Potts is the beer whisperer, so we need him to listen to beer.
This is another beautiful beer.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's a beautiful beer.
Okay.
What do you got? Usually these damn beers, you get some kind of weird, like, chemical taste because they use. This is like. All these beers taste like they were made, like, by, like, this ancient brewer on a farm or in a village or something. These are killer. What do you got?
I'm drinking a Cherry Street Sour, which is it's a porter, and it's flavored with sour cherries. Kind of indifferent to this, you know. I'm real particular with porters.
Well, I've never had a sour porter.
Here you go.
You know, it's like a two different beer styles.
Yes. They have a couple of porters. I don't know if this is this isn't a favorite of mine. Out of all the beers I've tried here, this is the one that didn't hit the home run for me.
I'll give you that.
You know, this is a ground out to short for me.
I'll give you that. Now, I don't want anybody to think that.
It doesn't suck.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to think we're saying this is
Yes.
a bad beer. I actually kind of like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't know. It's odd.
Yeah.
It's not.
See, now, to me, that they have another porter called the Kingston Porter, and it's aged in a Jamaican rum barrel, and it's got, you know, it's a dark beer. It's got bittersweet notes, aged in a rum barrel. You know, between these two, I mean, I would lean more towards the Kingston Porter, and I haven't even tried it yet. But you know, based on, you know, I'm just basing it on what I have right now.
I actually think I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think you're getting hung up on the beer style.
I don't know.
At least for me, because it doesn't come across to me as like a traditional porter.
No, it doesn't.
But if you just drank it without thinking of that, I think it's.
If somebody just handed me a pint glass that is walking through their backyard, I would bang this thing down and not think different.
Right.
And I would be like, "Hey, man, it's good. It's not bad by any
No, it's
stretch
good
of-
beer.
You know, I mean, it's not something that I would seek out to buy. You
It's
know,
also not, out of all these, it's not the one that I'm super excited about.
no, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's you know,
Yeah.
it's not bad. It's just, you know, I don't know.
But it's making it a little easier because I know that's not going in the growler.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would probably order one.
You know, if this was at a bar, I walked in, this was at a bar, I would get one.
Yeah.
I would easily buy one of these.
Sure.
You know, I wouldn't go, what the hell's that? I ain't buying that shit. You know, no way. You know, I would buy one. It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. Doesn't do anything for me. The cherries, the porter,
All right.
you know. But,
Okay.
you know,
There you go.
you know.
There you
And,
go.
you know, Leo will understand that. Of
course.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well,
So,
shit, man. I think we should, you know, close up shop here in a couple minutes.
okay.
But we definitely want to say check these guys out at the
Montclair Brewery, man.
Yeah, and
Wow.
and don't forget to check out the Shamrock Brew Fest. There's still VIP tickets available
Yeah.
for $59.
Yes, these guys will be there.
Regular tickets are $49. Just spend the extra $10. You get in an hour early,
Yeah.
and you get to hang out with us.
Yeah, easy place
All
to
the
get
breweries.
to.
There's
you know.
food there.
Yeah.
And yeah, check it out. You can you know, look up bigbiteevents.com, and they've got all their events on there, including
they
the
do.
Shamrock Brew Fest.
Yes, the Morristown Brew Extravaganza.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll start really promoting that one
Yeah,
after
but they have,
this one.
they have a couple of them out there.
They got some
So,
food truck festivals. They
Yeah.
got a few things going on. So go to
Yeah.
Megabytes events and check them out.
Yeah, and they're on Instagram, all of that stuff, Facebook, Twitter.
Yep, absolutely. They got a big social media presence, and you know, we'll be there. That's one of the reasons we're here today.
Yes.
We're talking to breweries that are going to be there. These. I'm so glad we came here.
Yeah, I am too.
This is one of my new favorite places on the planet.
Yes, it is.
Not just the beers, but the whole environment's great.
You know, I mean, I love the people.
Yeah.
I love the owners.
Yeah,
the
they're
owners
great.
Are so you can't meet two greater people.
Nah,
You know.
nah,
So,
killer. So make sure you check out Montclair Brewery. Follow them on social media. Come try their beers, man.
Yeah.
And they're doing great things.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, you got somebody with you. Oh, I don't like beer. Trust me,
Bring them here.
Bring them here. there's going to be something they like.
Yeah.
There really is.
Yeah.
Going to be something here they
That
like.
strawberry jam is killing me.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yes, exactly. Something like that. It's, I don't like beer. Yeah, drink this.
Yeah.
And they're going to find out they like beer.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, you've been listening to Inebrination on the Crow's Nest Podcast Network.
yes.
Home of the Crow's Nest Podcast.
And Pillaging Podcast.
Ladies of Darkness.
East Coast Nation.
No Ledge.
Put on waivers.
Blackout.
Blackout. And
Soon to be.
Soon to be Fan Club Blitz.
With Splatterhead and Groby.
It's Splatterhead and Groby.
All right. And
Maybe a
sometimes
bunch
Pops.
of other
Bunch of other
lunatics
imbeciles.
during the season. Who knows?
All right. We'll catch you guys next time.
Later.
I'm a singer.